let's just explore this a little bit. Let's see what this might look like. So let's talk about the definition for a moment again. So this is John Ehrenfeld's words. Strive to sustain the possibility that human and other life will flourish on this planet forever. So first thing I like about this is it's audacious. This is a big, hairy-ass goal. It's really big. Really, really big. But it's also extremely inspirational and attractive. Every one of us has had some experience of flourishing. So a lot of people, it's that moment of flow, when you're so in the moment that you forget all sense of time, you forget the sense of yourself, you just are focused on the thing itself. And you hear this from people in sports all the time. You hear it from people who get intensely involved in a particular activity or process or with other people. And so we all have this personal experience. And everybody loves being in that moment. So what if we could actually proactively design that to be an outcome? That's what John Ehrenfeld is suggesting. So it's universal, it's practical, we know it can be done. Positive psychologists will tell you the things at a personal psychological level that you have to do to attain flourishing. So we're starting to get a lot of that. Many people are already realizing this intuitively. People are starting to meditate, people are starting to do contemplative practices. There's a whole range of things going on in society at the individual level where people are saying, I want to try and flourish personally. That's my goal. How do I do that? And right now our organizations are lagging behind. They're actually preventing people from, and they don't support people in proactively achieving that goal. There's another book that John's been involved in writing called Flourishing Enterprise, The New Spirit of Business. It's a handbook for how you do this, all the techniques. Flourishing Enterprise, The New Spirit of Business. Chris Laszlo is the first author. John Ehrenfeld is the third or fourth author. And the other thing about this is it's values-based. So my definition of flourishing doesn't matter. It's your definition of flourishing that matters, right? It's not something we can say, and it's not something I can say to you, okay, you can flourish, or you will flourish, right? We can create the conditions, the possibility, and then you have to choose to take the action in order for you to flourish as an individual. So hence the word possibility up there. And it's really inclusive, right? It's you, me, us, everyone, and everything. Notice all other life is in this statement, because it's recognizing the interdependencies in that complexity that we just talked about. Our ability to flourish depends on everybody else and everything else flourishing, ultimately. Okay, so understanding the requirements. Big picture stuff. This is what the science says. If you want to argue with this, go talk to some scientists. First piece, if we don't have clean air and water, vibrant soil to grow our food, and healthy ecosystems creating materials for us and rendering our personal biological waste harmless, we're out of business. If anybody thinks that we're ever going to replace soil with technology and photosynthesis with technology at scale, I think that's a very, very, very unlikely and a highly risky short-term bet to make. Highly risky. This is actually based on the natural step system conditions, if those folks know the natural step. We've done a lot of work with the natural step, I should say. Next thing is we need trusting relationships in society amongst everybody. If we don't have trusting relationships at all levels of society, we're not going to have the possibility of flourishing. And then we need individuals to choose to strive to flourish in every possible dimension of that word, economically, socially, spiritually, artistically, in every way. And then last but not least, we need our businesses, our organizations to choose to cooperate, collaborate, and compete to best meet our needs today and in the future while creating the wealth we need to meet our shared needs. We need that. We need all four of these things at the big picture level in order to have that possibility for flourishing. And so when we boil that requirement down to an individual organization or to our enterprises, our vision is that we imagine a world where human enterprises no longer merely attempt to do no harm. Because that's what they're doing at the moment. That's what's striving to do less harm. We want human enterprises to set as their goal the flourishing of human and other life forever. And we think that that happens by creating tri-impact and being tri-profitable. So these are new words that we're introducing here. This is not triple bottom line. Triple bottom line converts everything into dollars and money. We're talking about leaving things in the units that are relevant. So financially viable, yes, that's measured in monetary terms. Socially beneficial, maybe we should be measuring happiness. Maybe we shouldn't be using GDP. Maybe we should be using genuine happiness indicator, or what's the other one? Genuine progress indicator, gross national happiness, like Bhutan. And lastly, environmentally regenerative. Maybe we should be encouraging healthy ecosystems rather than measuring how much harm we're doing to them. And here's the reference to the Flourishing Enterprise book by Laszlo Brown, Ehrenfeld, etc.